Alright, so let me tell y'all real quick. I normally charge $100 for this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it to y'all for free today. Alright, I only got a couple minutes, so I'm gonna do it real quick. But I'm gonna put cognitive dissonance and gaslighting in the same episode right here. So let me tell you what happens with cognitive dissonance. It's where I've been told something for so long, and I've been believing it and practicing that belief for so long that when I'm confronted with the facts that what I believe in is wrong, I don't believe the facts. I believe what I believe in. Do you get what I'm saying? So when someone has lied to me and told me something, and in this lie, I start believing the lie, and I even tell people the lie, I even preach the lie, and then when presented with the truth and the facts, I can't deal with it, so I deny the truth and the facts. That's cognitive dissonance. That's that bullshit. But let me tell you about gaslighting. So gaslighting is where I've been done a certain kind of way. I've been told not to believe what I see and not to believe what I hear. Only believe what the person wants me to believe. So even though I could see something with my own eyes, they want me to believe that I didn't see it. As a matter of fact, I start blaming myself and say, oh shit, maybe I am crazy. Maybe I am tripping. When a person can convince me of that, that's gaslighting. So that's that bullshit. I want to share this with you guys because I'm a domestic violence teacher. I instruct in domestic violence. But this is exactly what's happening in our country right now, where people are believing the lies that they've told for so long that they believe it themselves. And they got black people believing that we the problem, that we must have done something. You know, so many of these things, they say, well, why were the police there? They must have done something. They did something wrong. And this is that cognitive dissonance, to where you've been taught for so long that black people are doing crimes, they criminals, they thugs, they gang members, they hoodlums, they're the most hated, right? So they must have done something. And then the gaslighting is where we are taught that when a man is running or when a woman is laying down asleep, when something like that happens, that we have to wait to see all of the video. We didn't see all of it. We only saw parts of it. We only saw their version. But in that moment, in that action, if someone is shooting someone who's running, or if someone's shooting someone who's sleeping, that's that bullshit. So what I say to everybody is, we are in a toxic relationship in this country, and it's a crisis. We're in crisis mode, and there's a fear for the lives of our children. There's a fear that I have of all the people who believe in this cognitive dissonance, that they support the killing of unarmed black men. They support the killing of a woman who was asleep, and the officers didn't get any charges. I would just ask that when police officers, sheriff, law enforcement, whoever you are, when you see this video, or if you don't see the video, somebody tell you about it, can you at any time, at once in your life, stop and think, maybe I was wrong, morally wrong, that we ask people to comply. We say, hey, well, you should comply with the police. Matter of fact, I don't ask that, but people are asking that. I'm asking the police, stop making contact when it's not necessary. Because I do have the right to say, man, this is not consensual. I do not want to be detained by you. I do not want to be questioned by you. I do not want you to ask me, where am I going? Or what do I have in my pockets? I don't want you to ask me, am I on probation or parole? I don't want that. I want to continue going where I'm going. And if I continue going where I'm going, will I be shot? Will I be killed because I don't want to stop and talk to you? Because I walk away from you? Or because I run from you? So I turn around and tell my community members, okay, don't do that because you might get shot. They'll get the wrong impression. Well, what I'm doing is wrong. Telling my community members they don't have the right, the freedom, the human right, not just the civil right, just not the laws, but the human right to be there wherever they are. So here's the thing. I want to ask them to comply. But what do I tell Breonna Taylor? She complied because she was sleeping. She was unaware of what was even going on. So for this country to sit here and back the district attorneys to back the law enforcement officers who did this shooting, where they got to go home and celebrate and high-five each other and say, oh yeah, man, they tried to get us. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And that right there, that's that bullshit. That's cognitive dissonance. That's gaslighting. And that's that bullshit.